Welcome back to the channel as we are in the playoffs for this video, and we're gonna start off with a special power rank segment to go through how the season has gone for all the teams, and as well to show who we're going against in this video as well. The power rank update. I wanted to do more of these during the season, but I was able to finally do one here at the end in the postseason, as we see the biggest gain was the Bulls going up 19 spots. They had a very down year last year. They made some moves in the off season and got a lot better, and we had to face them, and it was a very tough game. Now, as well as we look, the Cavalry went up 15 due to their big signing of Terrence Thomas at quarterback. You got the Heroes coming up another 15 as well. They balled out in the offseason free agency and got a whole bunch of defenders. And then you look with the Detroit Ash falling 17 points. They lost the most games in the most close games in the whole season, as well as the Demons. We went up 2 points, but we also won the most games as the closest games. So the Demons and Ash kind of switch spots in a certain way like that. A lot of these teams only went up, +4, +5 here and there. The Hounds was a big change as well. And then you look, on the other side here with the Vipers dropping, the Sailors, who I believe won the championship last year, they fall as well. This big power ranking, I mean, it took me a while to try to get all of this together, but here we are. And here we're going to be facing number 6, the Chicago Tigers, who have had a very big season, and they're looking to finally cap off with a championship. They switched quarterbacks and got quarterback Ryan Humes, who's at the tail end of his career, but he still has an electric arm, and he's a lefty. We don't see a lot of lefties in this league. But now, let's go to look at the Detroit Tigers. We're going to be looking at the Chicago Tigers, as they're led by the two-headed running duo of running back Dominic Branch and fullback Reed Weathers. Weathers is a former running back who is amazing at fullback and destroys defenses. And then on their defense, they have star linebacker Evan Forbes, who they got in free agency, and star pass rusher Troy King. And like I said before, they have star quarterback Ryan Humes leading this offense with his electric arm. And he has brought big plays to this offense, but he has said that if they do not win a championship this year, he retires. And obviously, we as the Demons have one of the best defenses in the league, but we did struggle against the Warhogs running game last time we played against the Warhogs, and can the Chicago Tigers do the same? And here's just a little sneak peek, as the Guardians will face the Bulls, the Bears will face the Hounds, and the Flight will face the Warthogs, as we'll get some updates throughout the game on these teams, and we'll have to see who we'll face if we win in this game. So we're going to start off with the Tigers with Ryan Humes under center, pitching it to Reed Weathers as he almost breaks a tackle and gets taken down for a gain of 4. Humes has really opened up this offense to let the running game breathe as they give to Weathers again. He gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 5 here. The Demons struggled against the Warthogs. Can they get any better here running the ball? As Branch gets a big gain, as we see it right here, as Jensen makes the tackle. They also have a dominant tight end, as Bryce Thomas is setting up in the slot as well, as they give the ball to Reed Weathers again, and he almost gets a good stiff arm, but is taken down by Young. He's been an amazing draft pick this whole season so far, being an awesome contributor on this defense, as Asper comes in with a big tackle. 3rd down and 1. Can the Demons get a stop here? Jensen is in at linebacker as they give the ball to Branch, as he almost gets through, but Young with the big tackle is going to cause them to punt. Demons offense is on now. They've had a very streaky offense. It's either absolutely amazing or one of the worst. Let's see here. Samuel under center. He runs away from pressure, throws it deep, and it's caught by Michael Ingram! To the 30, 20. He breaks a tackle and gets taken down at the 5. Ingram burnt the defense with his speed. See it one more time as Samuel, fighting through, loads up and takes it down the field perfectly. Ingram using that old man speed. 15 years in this league, and he gets big plays like that. Now Samuel under center. Gives it to Chris Young Jr. Gets perfect blocking for the first touchdown in the game. Demons get points on the board first as we now go to the Tigers. Big sack right there by the Demons. Gets instant pressure on Ryan Humes. He used to be extremely athletic. He's kind of lost that a little bit as he goes up and gives it to Bryce Thomas over the middle of the field. Thomas is hard to stop with his big size. And they like to put him out into that slot position like we do. And he gets wide open over the middle of the field. Let's see it just one more time. Young gets beat off the press. And Asper's right there for the tackle, but it does not matter. They're nearing the red zone. And now Hume steps back, gets pressure, throws off his back foot, and almost makes a perfect throw to Becker. Here we go now again. 2nd down and 10. They throw again. The lefty sits in the pocket. Humes has all the time in the world, but finally pressure gets to him. Big sack right there for the Demons. As Humes tries to avoid the sack, but he cannot. And he gets tackled for a big loss. 3rd down and 18 for the Tigers. And now Humes, again, perfect protection. Gives it short though to Reed Weathers. He gets a few yards, and they're going to set up for the field goal. And the ball is kicked, and it's through the uprights as the Tigers now finally get points on the board. Now back to the Demons. Samuel in the pocket, throws it deep to Constantine, who makes the catch. Frank McBride with the tackle, as now we have the first playoff update. The Sacramento Bears face the Hounds as the Hounds lose 17-21. The Bears offense finally comes out to play in the playoffs. So if we win this game, we'll have to face the Bears. And now another play action. Samuel to the right side of Michael Ingram, who's putting all in on this playoff game. 1st down and 10. Motioning, and then you give it to Chris Young Jr., who gets some blocks. Forbes is right there for the tackle, and Young is pushed out of bounds at the 11. Demons. Right here, Young throws over the middle to Constantine. It's almost a touchdown. They're going to call it 1st and goal at the goal line. They got inches to go here. 1st and goal. Samuel under center. Gives it to Young for the touchdown. Demons score another touchdown here as this running game is unstoppable by the Chicago Tigers. And we're going to have another playoff update as the Warhogs win 7-10. The Flight can only score 7 points, which is very shocking for them to have such a good offense. But the Warhogs move on to the next round as now Samuel throws deep to Thompson as it's almost a touchdown, but again, they call it down at the goal line. Number 4 has had an amazing season this year, leading the league in receptions and receiving yards by a hefty margin. Almost 1,000 yards more receiving than the next receivers is now Young jumps in for the touchdown. Demons are going to be up 21-3, and we fast forward to the Demons having the ball again. The Tigers team just does not have a chance so far. Samuel loads up, throws it deep to Thompson again, down the field. Samuel to Thompson for a big touchdown. Just burning this defense. Number 4, showing why he's the best receiver in the league and deserves to be paid like it. Is right there. Perfect throw to Thompson, just burning the defense down the field. Safety Romo just cannot get there, and now it's 28-3. Tigers are down a hefty margin. Humes trying to put the team on his back as he steps back and gets sacked as Dan Willard has a big sack on the play. Demons threw a blitz. The Demons are one of the most high blitz rates in the league. 3rd down and 12. Humes steps back. He throws it deep, and it's almost intercepted. That was intended for Bryce Thomas over the middle of the field there. So we see it one more time. He just underthrew that ball. It is late in the season, and he's one of the most veteran quarterbacks in the league. And now we're going to fast forward to the kickoff, as now Frank McBride spins, goes down the sideline, breaks a tackle, and he outruns the Demons special teams unit. And that will be a touchdown for the Chicago Tigers. We fast forward again, a perfect throw down the field from Ryan Humes. Big play to Travis Becker. But sadly, that will finish the game as the Demons end up winning 45-17. The Tigers almost didn't have a chance. Humes came out there, a valiant effort by the quarterback, but it doesn't matter in the end as the Demons go on to the next round. And let's see the next round, as the Demons will face the Bears. The Bulls beat the Guardians on the other side, so it's going to be Warthogs Bulls. It's going to be a very, very big game here against the Bears. The Bears scored 21 points to the Hounds, and the Hounds have a top 10 defense in the league. And if we look on the other side there, the Bulls, it's defense versus defense with the Bulls and the Warthogs. It's going to be very interesting. If those Warthogs beat the Bulls and we somehow beat the Bears, if we go to the championship and that's going to be the game, that's going to be a rough game since we could barely stop them the last time we faced the Warthogs. But here we go. The Bears coming from San Antonio as Brand McWilliams is in the shotgun at quarterback here. And he steps back, he avoids, but Dama Cruz Harden, who leads the league in sacks, gets another big sack. We just jumped right into this game here as the Bears set up Bryant Hunt, the star wide receiver on the right side there. He's been injured all season. He came back for the playoffs here. 2nd down and 20. San Antonio. McWilliams sets back for Hunt, who makes a diving catch. Let's see that one more time. As he throws it deep, perfect catch to Hunt. On that left side, we have Armstrong, who came out at running back here as McWilliams throws it deep and misses. But Armstrong at running back, he got the starting position after beating out their former starter due to injury, but he gets stopped for a loss of 1. McWilliams again, they like to pass the ball here, and that's why Armstrong's good out of the backfield as well at receiving, as McWilliams steps up and throws an amazing pass over the middle of the field. Next play here, they like to throw a lot of shotgun out there. That's again why that running back did so well this year, as they do a draw play to Armstrong, who almost gets through that line perfectly, gets a big gain of 7. He has much more speed than the former starter, and they have one of the best O-lines in the league, as they give the ball to Armstrong again, who gets stopped for a loss by Eddie Cruz. Cruz has been very quiet in this these playoffs so far, as they give it to Armstrong again, who Jensen tackles him down for a big 1st down. Bears kind of struggled this season. McWilliams was top 3 in interceptions. He can be a gunslinger sometimes, but he has amazing arm ability as he throws it down the field, and it's almost caught by Hunt after the deflection by Welch. Cruz almost got another interception as well off of that too. Bears in the shotgun in the red zone. 2nd down and 5 here. Williams with the snap. McWilliams throws it deep to Bryant Hunt for the touchdown. Completely burnt Eddie Cruz. He's had an up and down season. He led the league in interceptions. Right there, he gets absolutely burnt deep. See, just perfect throw though too. I mean, it wasn't just Eddie Cruz not playing it well, but still, 2nd down and 10. Now here we go with the Demons. Samuel steps back, perfect protection. He runs it himself. He gets a big gain, jukes, and gets taken down at the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Demons. They were looking for a new quarterback this past offseason. They stuck with Samuel, and he's led them all the way to this playoff game, as now Chris Young Jr. breaks some tackles. Let's see that one more time. Perfect blocking. No one's around him, and finally he breaks off one tackle and gets taken down by number 22. That big stutter step, plus that little mini stiff arm, gave him a couple extra yards. Next play, 1st down and 10. And play action, and Samuel hits as he gets thrown. Oh, as it's thrown, he gets hit, and the ball doesn't go where it needs to go. 2nd down and 10. Samuel throws on the run, and Thompson again can't get it. He overthrew 2 passes in a row. Well, underthrew one and overthrew another. 3rd down and 10. Samuel gets pressured, and he gets sacked. Thrown on his neck as the Demons are forced to punt. Demons are still scoreless here. Bears in the shotgun. McWilliams gets pressured, and Young with the sack. Tyrell Young has been a star player on this team. They play a lot of nickel, and he comes off that edge. And now here, McWilliams gets pressured again as he throws. Parries right in his face. 3rd down and 21. Demons defense swallowing up this offense in whole. As McWilliams gets pressured, he throws the ball out of bounds. 4th and 21. They're forced to punt, and after a penalty, it's Demons ball. As now Samuel runs, throws on the run perfectly to Michael Ingram, who has been making big plays in this playoff push. Again, perfect route run right there, and a great throw by Samuel. He's very hot and cold with these throws. As they move Thompson to the left side, counter play to Young Jr., who gets taken down for a loss. 2nd down and 14. And play action. Samuel throws perfectly to Thompson down the field. Near the sideline, Thompson gets wide open as they give to Chris Young Jr., who finally gets points on the board for DC. It's a tie game here in the 2nd quarter. Brandon McWilliams with 117 rating. He's having a great game so far. He's out in the empty. Gets the snap here, and that's right to Armstrong, who gets a 1st down out at receiver. And now McWilliams again throws it over the middle. It's almost intercepted by Young. They move Young around at free safety, corner, linebacker. And right there, he plays the ball perfectly. 2nd down and 10 now. McWilliams throws to the right side, and it's caught by the tight end Stevenson, and that's a 1st. Stevenson has been really breaking this offense for them. He's leading the team in receptions and receiving yards, taking over for Bryant Hunt, who was injured all season. McWilliams again under center here, and they give it to Armstrong on the draw play. He gets through some defenders, he jukes, and gets a big 1st down off the draw. Armstrong has some significant burst that this team was missing out of the running back position. And he gets a big gain, 1st down and 10. McWilliams sets up, throws down to the right side, and it's caught by Bryant Hunt. He's an amazing route runner, especially deep. Let's see that one more time. He breaks off the press. Eddie Cruz is lost in that press right there. He's one of the worst press corners in the league. And that's a perfect throw by McWilliams. Right where the defense isn't. 1st down and goal for the Bears. High-flying Bears offense. McWilliams spins out, and he throws the ball away perfectly. The veteran quarterback making a great play there, so he doesn't lose any yards. And they do a toss play to Armstrong, who gets stuck for a loss by Dan Willard. Willard said after this season he's retiring, whether he gets to a championship or not. It's one of the oldest linebackers in the league. Third down and goal for McWilliams. He steps up, and he gets sacked. Burgess right there gets through the O-line. And right there, it's fourth down and goal. They're going to go for the field goal here, about 37-yard field goal with 1:05 to go in the half. They're trying to waste time here. DC tries to get some pressure, but the ball is wide left. Wide left for the San Antonio Bears. As now we fast forward to after halftime. A perfect throw by McWilliams down the field. They're so embarrassed that it was wide left. They come out for an amazing play right there as Armstrong gets a gain of 2 next play. Young with a big tackle as well. Second down and 8. And the Demons throw a blitz. McWilliams pump fakes. He throws to the right side to Bryant Hunt. Eddie Cruz is getting absolutely destroyed so far this game. Third down and 5. McWilliams gives it to Armstrong. Perfect blocking. He hits the speed burst, and that's a touchdown for Darren Armstrong. He doesn't look like he has that nasty speed boost, but he does. Second down and 7 as the Demons are down. And now Samuel throws to the left side, and it's caught by Constantine. It's hard to defend the 6'10 wide receiver on that left side. Going for a streak, but perfect placement by Samuel. Booth, the free safety, was almost there for the interception, but he couldn't get there in time. Is Michael Ingram with a short gain. Second down and 7. Samuel gets pressured. He throws off his back foot to Young across the field. He uses his speed. He dives, but misses the end zone. He couldn't quite get in, as we see it again. Perfect across the field accuracy, and he dove, but he couldn't quite get far enough. First down and goal. Samuel gets rushed, and he takes it in for the end zone for the touchdown. First down and 10 for the Bears now, nearing midfield. McWilliams has had an amazing game so far. He throws it down the field again to Bryant Hunt. He is absolutely destroying Eddie Cruz. He does seem like he's lost a little bit of a step that he had last year due to his foot injuries that kept him out all season. He could still be hurting though, but Eddie Cruz is just getting absolutely destroyed by a receiver who's not even fully healthy. Second down and 10 now. And the Demons want to try to throw these blitzes to try to get through the extra space that the shotgun gives this offense. This is going to be third down and 10 after a bad run play on second down. And McWilliams throws the right side to Bryant Hunt again. Just absolutely destroying Eddie Cruz. They don't quite get the first down though, but it's 14-14 as the Bears kick the ball up for the field goal as they go up 17-14 with 6 minutes to go. The Demons need something here as they give it to Chris Young Jr., who gets stopped for a big loss by Chandler Wolf, star outside linebacker for the Bears. Second down and 13 now. And Samuel throws it deep, a wide open Thompson, who catches the ball down the middle of the field. He dances into the end zone. Let's see that one more time. He completely destroyed the cover 2 down the middle of the field. The linebacker could not keep up. The safety got lost. And Samuel throws a deep moon ball down the field. Thompson, I mean, it's hard to defend Thompson, especially as a linebacker, and not even the star linebackers that the Bears have in Collins. I mean, just completely got destroyed. 21-17 now, Bears, as now McWilliams throws to the left side and it's caught. Perfect pass, and that was Ford on the catch. 2nd down and 12 here. Fast forwarding again as Armstrong gets a good handoff here for a gain of 6. 3rd down and 6. Demons, they go conservative with an all-out coverage play, and they get Stevenson open on the sideline. 4th down and 2. Fourth down and 2. They're going for the field goal. Only be down 1, and the ball is kicked, and it's through the uprights. Demons are only up by 1 point. They need to try to waste some time or score some points here as they give the ball to Chris Young Jr. Perfect blocking down the field, opening up, breaking a tackle here, going down, breaking another ankle, and here we go down to the 10-yard line. Chris Young Jr. breaking this game wide open. All by himself. He gets perfect blocking though. Breaks a tackle. Number 91 gets his tackle broken, and then Collins right there, star linebacker for the Bears, just gets absolutely destroyed here. Gets lost. He's leading the league in interceptions for linebackers, but he's been quiet all game, as now Ingram makes the catch, but it's out of bounds. Samuel just couldn't get enough arc on that ball. 2nd down and 10 now, 10 yards to go. Samuel, no pressure at all, and overthrows Ingram by a healthy margin. That's the problem with Samuel. He's not super accurate. He avoids 1 sack, and he hits the speed burst down the sideline. Touchdown, Demons. 2 minutes to go. And they're up by 8 points. Can the Bears get anything done with 2 minutes to go here? McWilliams still has a shot. He throws to the left side. It's almost intercepted by Welch. Franklin Welch has been quiet all season. Not a lot of interceptions, but right there he makes a big play but drops the interception. McWilliams throws to the right side to Hines, and it's out of bounds. 3rd down and 10. Bears need something here. McWilliams gets blitzed. He fights forward, and he gets sacked anyway by Young. Young coming off that edge as a speed threat. 4th down and 14. Bears need something here. 2 minutes to go exactly. After the 2-minute warning, McWilliams sits with no pressure, throws and overthrows Ford down the field, and that's gonna finish the game. Demons win 28-20, and they're gonna go to the championship game against the Tampa Bay Warthogs, as the Warthogs beat the Bulls 38-24, just absolutely bully them on the run game. And this is going to be a very interesting game for the Demons. We could not beat the Warthogs just about until the final seconds of our last game. So, be excited. I'll see you guys next time for the championship game. See ya.